Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Suffolk Stadium with the one, the only, Crazy George!
I am Crazy George, yes, professional cheerleader. And also when I'm not cheerleading, I'm a professional male model. Well, nobody's ever paid me for that. 25 million fans. I was in the Houston Oilers, the Vikings, the Chiefs, the Edmonton Oilers up in Canada. I did hundreds and hundreds of different places. It's been fun. And of course, ask the big question. I invented the wave October 15th, 1981 at the Oakland A's New York Yankee playoff game. That's where it started. I'm Crazy George, and I invented the wave. When I introduced it to the world, nobody at the Oakland A's game knew about the wave. I took 3 decks, even more energy. It swept around the whole place. It was like a freight train coming through. It came to us. We kept it going. Oh, it was fun. Kept going and going. It was great. What a game that was. But the wave, that's where it was filmed. That where it was born. And I have video of it.
I heard the University of Washington.
You heard the University of Washington claims it, yeah. Listen to this, people. 2 weeks later, what I love doing is I get the fans involved in the game. That's what I've done. That's what's different from me. I get everybody involved in what's going on the field. Everybody thinks they're part of the game. Are you ready? Together, and I know instinctively when to do cheers to get the maximum effect, to get the fans to make a difference in the game. And that's why other teams hire me. After I cheer against them and after they hate me, they remember what I did to them. Yes! I don't plan to stop. I plan on cheering for San Jose State, probably any of the other local Bay Area teams. I'll show up forever. As long as I can walk and carry a drum, have drum, will travel. I will be there because it's fun and I love what I do, and I think the fans still love what I do. Thanks for listening, everybody. Crazy George, signing off. Ah!
Owner, Chief Inspector of SkyTech Hot Air Balloon Repair Station. And today we're going to take a look at what it takes to keep a hot air balloon in the sky.
Tom Robbins, also known as the Balloon Man, has been inspecting air balloons here in central New Jersey for over 34 years. Balloons which can go up to 13,000 feet up in the air.
I went for a hot air balloon ride and I just fell in love with it. I quit the job I had and I had to start into this. So I started actually initially flying them and at the same time learning how to repair them and inspect them. So I'm going to pull this balloon out. Step 1, which I do, is test the fabric of the balloon, or which is referred to as the envelope. That's the top part of the balloon. Some tester clamps that we put on the fabric, and basically we pull it to a certain poundage. If it passes, it doesn't tear. If it doesn't pass, we actually create a tear in the balloon, indicating that it's either the end of the life for the balloon or that it needs some repair. Once everything finishes up here, then we take a look at the basket to make sure that that's in good shape, there's no damage, as well as the fuel system, which is the burner. That's the flamethrower. That's the part that makes the fire, which creates the heat. It's a very basic system, but very important. And then when that's done, I complete my paperwork that will indicate that it's airworthy for another year or 100 hours of flight time. There's not a lot of balloon repair stations in the country. It's a nice little niche that I have here, but I really get to meet a lot of people, and they're my friends too, not just customers. When you're in the balloon, you're disconnected from reality almost. It's very dreamlike. It's pretty awesome. You got to do it.
Kind of reliving my youth and just having fun, and hopefully can teach these kids a thing or two.
Learn how to catch the ball, don't catch with 2 hands, and after that we played wall ball, It's basically when you like jump into the wall and try to catch the ball. My mom told me, she said we're going to a baseball thing, and I asked where, and she said Angel Stadium, and I was pretty happy.
My name's Kevin Smith. I play for the LA Angels, and I am here with all these kiddos trying to teach them how to hit. It's just cool seeing these kiddos just come out and having fun and just enjoying.
I'm here because I just love baseball, and I love Angels, and I love being outside and doing stuff, being active.
Well, I love baseball, so I thought this was a good opportunity to come to the Angels field and get to play on the field.
You know, coming to just a professional, stadium. Like, I remember going with my family for my birthdays, and it's kind of cool how everything comes full circle, and just glad to be out here helping the kids.
I learned how to hit better and catch, and I learned how to practice how to catch a ball on the wall.
I think it's very important. I mean, it's kind of funny when you see little kids recognize your name and recognize your face, you immediately realize the impact that you can have on these kiddos. Learning them at this age is going to put baseball, into a bigger perspective and just allow them to go out and have a good time.
I feel that I am one of the lucky to have lived as long as I have and my mind be as agile as I think it is. There's no justification of why I've existed this long whatsoever. I wasn't able to buy anybody off because there's nobody I can pay off. So I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm Sam Seibert, a fire retired captain of this department and a member of the San Jose Fire Museum.
In 1951, the then 32-year-old Sam Seibert and his crew opened up Firehouse 1 in San Jose. 2019, Sam turned 100 years old. Firehouse is now the San Jose Fire Museum. Sam's still here, and he's considered the godfather.
Sam started out in 1946 as a firefighter. He worked 30 years and retired in 1976. He retired as a captain. After he retired, he still stayed somewhat involved, but not as involved as he is today with the San Jose Fire Museum. We kid him about being the godfather of the San Jose Fire Museum, but really he is. He works every day with us, the days that we do volunteer work down here, and he works right alongside of us.
I'm a stooge. I don't do much of anything. I walk around and David tells me, give me a hand, I try.
Working with Sam is a pleasure. He's a do it today man. I wish I could learn more of that. I'm 72 and I'm the youngest guy there usually, and up to 100 years old. So it's a fun place to be with all the knowledge that people have.
Each one of us has history. Don't you think history is the thing that makes the world go round? History, to me, is probably the most valuable thing we have in our life. This is my helmet, and if you look down at the top of the helmet, you see a big crash and a split in the top. I was wearing that when it happened.
We think that Sam is the oldest living firefighter in California. August 26, 2019, we celebrated Sam's birthday with a huge party here at Station 1. Sam was driven up in a 1937 American LaFrance engine that Sam rode on at one time when he was active in the department early on. The city actually honored him the day before and made it Sam Seibert Day, so they issued a proclamation for him. So it's very special. He's very honored and very surprised that there's that many people there. I wasn't surprised. I knew there was going to be a lot of people there. He's given back to the department. He's given back to us. And more importantly, he's given back to the community. I think that's a key to his longevity. Sam is just a treasure.
To be able to live his life through the stories and the humor, we all laugh together, and it's a pleasure.
I look at all the good times that I had in the station working. To start with, it was just a job. As you become involved in it deeper, you become emotion to the public and the people you work with. I think that the one thing that I'll take away from is the relationship that I enjoy with several members of this organization. There's not much that I wouldn't do for them. I guess that's what keeps me going, is the fact that life's too important to sit there and let it go to waste. I'm luckier than the average, I guess. That's all there is to that.
awesome. I mean, you get to see a building come to life. There's a Christmas ornament painting sequence.
Oh, the best one was that. That's cool, isn't it?
This is a National Historic Landmark with components that nobody ever looks at anymore. And what this light show does so nicely is it will build the City Hall right in front of your eyes.
Bringing our beloved City Hall to life. I think that's really cool.
We're basically going through a change of habit across the country. So right now, people are upset because, well, what do you mean I can't use a plastic straw? What's the alternative? It's habit change. 30 years ago, when they told us that we were going to have to separate the recyclables out of our garbage, glass, paper, or glass, metal, aluminum, all that, everybody was like, I'm not going to do that. Are you crazy? I'm not going to do that. Now it's second nature.
The impact of plastics has proven to be detrimental to the environment. But here at Minilex in White House Station, New Jersey, they manufacture eco-friendly aluminum straws to protect the environment and the marine wildlife.
We were on Cape Cod one Thanksgiving and I rescued a turtle. And that's what really struck me. It's important to me. I love the wildlife. I hate to see the garbage. And I hate to see the ingestion of the plastics and the turtles and all the other sea marine life.
What we do, we start with a die that has the shape of the straw in it. We take a rod of aluminum, we heat it to about 1,000 degrees. We put it in the press and we squeeze it through the die, just like a pasta maker or Play-Doh Fun Factory is exactly how it works. So at 1,000 degrees, we extrude it, we stretch it, we cut it, we heat treat it, and send it to the customer.
Right now, we're probably doing near 50,000. Future holds us probably 100,000 a month. I mean, I think it's a good way to go. It's better than paper straws, especially drinking cold stuff. You know, paper straw just bends. You know, it's kind of tough. Drinking a milkshake, not going to happen. You know, but I see it going a lot further than it is right now, for sure.
I can tell you from my metal experience that all of the other metal straws out there, 99.9% of them coming out of China, and it doesn't matter if they're aluminum, steel, or stainless, they're full of heavy metals. You don't want it in the environment, and you don't want it in your mouth.
My father, their grandfather started the business 54 years ago now, created a great business, and it's great to be able to carry it on. You know, you see different products, you know, constantly there's different new things, and seeing something that's touching so many people. I mean, we do parts for, you know, we do parts for the military, we do parts for airplanes, but doing, you know, making an eco-friendly straw that everybody can relate to, you know, it's great that we might be able to make a difference in that product.